So Gary, getting a new suit today.
Yeah, thank God I can be warm finally. I have glue all on the back seam of my other suit. I got big giant holes and the water's coming in, fills up. Body's got to work hard to warm up that water.
Here's the suit.
Nice.
Beautiful. When's the swim?
February 26th.
Cool.
The Cinnamon Rainbow people are being pretty helpful and helping to sponsor this event.
Yeah, they really are. They've been great to me all these years.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a kid at Christmas time. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, thank you, Gary. Right on.
You know, you wake up in the morning and you know you gotta go swim in the ice water. Your body is like a motor. My personal motor doesn't begin till the afternoon or evening, and so what I have to do is I have to get my heart rate going. That really helps out a lot. And I gotta start building up the heat in my body, get my my heart moving and the blood pressure going, and you can feel the heat building up. And that's so essential, because if you go swimming when your body's cold, I can guarantee you'll be cold in the water. What you want to do is you want to be kind of revved up before you get down there. You want that body temperature a little bit high. So, and each and every day I try to hang up my gear right away, inside out, so I can go swimming the next day. And this is the Bat Cave, the secret weapons. Now I want to thank the American Lighthouse Foundation and the Friends of Portsmouth Harbor Lighthouses for this brand new suit. And I'll just show you why I really appreciate it. You know, most people when they go surfing, they use this type of wetsuit, and they go on a weekend or whenever there's waves. But when you use these suits 5 days a week, they only have a certain life. And what was happening in the back is I'm swimming up the creek and I can feel more water coming in, more water coming in. My body has to heat that layer of water in the suit. And what happened is that over time, there's pinholes and small holes forming along the seam, and the water gets in. And the holes do not have to be large at all. They can be really small. And so every night I was gluing this, and it's an endless battle. And also the suit stretches out over time, and the thickness of the neoprene gets very thin. Now see, the thick neoprene has bubbles, and that's those bubbles in the rubbers, the insulative qualities of the suit. And using this suit every day, the rubber collapses upon itself, and it's not as warm as a new suit. So I got my brand new suit. Swimming in a creek is like attitude adjustment. Humbling. It was really beautiful the other day. I had company. I had a loon follow me all the way around. I was going up and down the creek, and he was right by my side, and he's diving down, picking up things off the bottom, and I think he was so psyched to have some company. I was really psyched to have him nearby. What an honor it is to swim with nature like that.
That's cool.
It's that's one thing I've always loved about swimming is if you keep your mouth shut, you don't say anything. All these creatures, I want to write about all the different creatures, fish and mammals and birds that you encounter through the water. You're a curiosity for them, and they come and check you out. And every animal seems to be different, how they behave towards humans in the water. It's so funny. They're so fascinated by you. The great blue heron. I thought there was an eclipse one day when I was swimming. I go, wow, it got dark all of a sudden. And then there's this big heron. He's right over my head. And didn't know what I was. And he's standing on the bank waiting for me. And I'm swimming up, and he goes up further just to wait for me on the bank. And he just wants to get a good look in my face. And he looked kind of face of an ostrich. He was so cute. So it's really neat. Now, Jay at Portsmouth Scuba said the seals, when he's diving, they want to play. But it's different when you're swimming. They kind of keep their distance from you when you're swimming. They scare the heck out of me. You see a big head next to you, then it disappears. And that factor of where did it go, you know? And then it shows up somewhere else. And that really scares me because it gets dark at 4:30 or 5 and you swim, and I have to swim back in the dark. And when you see a head in the water when it's dark, it tends to rattle you a little bit. My hobby was cleaning up Chauncey Creek. I'd tie a kayak to my foot and take out the glass, the tires, the broken. What a dump it was. It was unbelievable. And as I'm taking stuff out to the trash, I happen to keep a lot of the cool things out of there. And blob top bottles from the 1880s and all kinds of weird things that I don't even know about. But this is fascinating to me. I grew up on the Connecticut River. I lived on the river. My parents were always afraid I was going to die in the river because I spent all my time there. But I took this from a tree. It was always so polluted. Growing up there in the 60s and 70s, you wouldn't even think about setting foot in that river. And so there was a sign here, warning to people who fish. Some fish from Connecticut waters have dangerous chemicals in them. Oh, great, huh? Great. Okay. That's always the toughest part of suiting up, is this piece right here. Because it's freezing when you slide it on. This is the worst part of it, is suiting up. It's the absolute worst. I mean, once you're ready, it's like, yes, thank God. But this is dreadful. Just going through this, putting this stuff on. It's like, oh. Okay, so this is the new suit that you guys got me. Make sure that's all right. Yeah. Okay. Now, I only swam with this once, and it's tight. It's really tight. It's tough. It's like a baseball glove, and it's like a go. It's like, whoa, it's hard. But at the same time, that's great because it's not letting water in. It lets a little in, not a lot. And this is actually keeping me warm and stuff. That's the beauty. And there's no leaks. Just this alone would turn anybody off from the sport, you know. That's what I'm like, putting on a girdle every day. But just as a seal has his blubber, this is what we are simulating. The outer fat layer that keeps me warm.
How much farther here?
We're right here.
Oh yeah. How's the water today?
It's deeper and it's warmer.
Good.
I'm closer to high tide, so the water's warmer.
Uh-huh.
It gets colder as it gets out more and more.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Gary.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. I might as well take advantage of the situation.
Absolutely. All right. See you later.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah.